Hey everyone, I am back with another Fallout New Vegas mod video for the month of April. We are taking a look at some of the more interesting mods that came out recently. And no, my PC still isn't fully fixed, but I am slowly getting there. Anyway, let's get into it. First up is Anna Volkova, a new companion mod from the same creator who made Daria Duvel a while back. Anna stands out mostly because of her voice and personality.
Fiends. I was branded by a flaming sword long ago. I do not consider my mark a failure.
She is written to be serious and reserved, but she is not boring. In combat she is solid. She uses a custom silence rifle and has better accuracy than most companion mods I have tried. If you are looking for a new follower that adds something fresh without breaking immersion, this one is worth checking out. Next up is CR Petting Pet Animation. It lets you pet animals like bighorners, Brahmins and dogs. The animations are fine, but the way these are implemented has some obvious issues. For one, the animations only plays on the player character. The animal doesn't react or stay still. On top of that, you can move while the animation is playing, which looks even more strange. That being said, it's a nice idea. If the mod author updates it to freeze the animals in place and maybe sync up the animation properly, it could be a fun little feature. Animated neon signs is a small mod that adds some animated lighting effects to certain signs around Freeside. It's not a big change, but it makes the area look a bit more alive. If you care about small visual improvements and don't want anything too flashy, this is a decent one to try. Targeted texture enhancements mod retextures specific objects in the game, mostly focusing on glass. If you played New Vegas long enough, you'll know that glass isn't actually transparent. It just looks like fogged up plastic. This mod fixes that issue. You can now see through bottles and windows. It also redoes a few other textures like rusted metal objects. Nothing dramatic, but enough to notice. Honestly, just getting transparent glass makes it worth it. Raider Folk is a mod that adds new enemy faction into the game. They're kind of like mutated raiders, not fully feral, but not exactly organized either. Their designs are slightly inspired by Point Lookout Swamp people, but they are not copy-paste. Most of them wear basic gear or none at all, but they carry a range of weapons and come in different variants. If you're looking to mix up combat and add some variety to enemy encounters, this mod does a good job for that. Stealthenza is a quest mod that also adds some new armors to the game. The quest itself isn't very linear. It requires time to pass in game for certain events to trigger, and that can make it feel a bit disconnected if you are not paying close attention. The pacing could be better. That said, the rewards are solid. The armor looks good and fits in with the world, and the quest characters are fully voiced. The writing is decent, and there are a few interesting moments throughout. If you don't mind a slightly scattered quest structure, it's worth doing just to get the gear and meet some new characters. Prospector Saloon Rehammered mod updates Prospector Saloon in Goodsprings. It's not an overhaul, just a cleanup. Textures are sharper, clutter is reduced, and the layout looks more organized. Some people might not like how clean it looks because it doesn't match the usual dusty wasteland vibe, but I think it still feels grounded. It doesn't look out of place. It just looks like someone actually takes care of the place now. This next mod adds fishing as a side activity in New Vegas. Simple idea, and there's a popular version of it in Skyrim, so it's not new to Bethesda games. This one's still in progress though. The fishing rod works, but the string doesn't animate, so it's hard to tell if something is biting your line. I wasn't able to catch anything during my playthrough, but the mod author included a demo video where it does work. If you're curious and don't mind dealing with some rough edges, it's fine to try now. If not, you're probably better off waiting for an update or two. Detour is a story-focused quest that starts when you come across a young boy crying by the side of the road. His parents are dead, and the mod revolves around figuring out what happened and deciding how you want to handle the situation. The writing here is actually pretty good. It's grounded, not overly dramatic, and gives you real choices that affect the outcome. The way you treat the kid affects how he becomes later on, and there's a strong focus on player choice. It's not a long quest, but it leaves a lasting impression. If you like story mods with emotional weight, this is the one to play. And now, for the big one.
The big one.
The big one. The big one! What is the big one?
New Vegas Unloaded is the best graphical mod in this side of the Colorado. It shows every character and every environment in the game with grave detail. It is so good, I had to go to an eye surgeon while playing with this mod. All in all, it's a great mod and every person should play it, dead or alive. That's it for this month's list. Of course, New Vegas Unloaded was a joke mod, but in all seriousness, out of all of these, Detour stood out the most to me. The writing was strong, and it handled the subject matter with more care than I expected from a fan-made mod. Thanks to my channel members Kato Sicarius and Hugh Jazz for supporting this channel. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.